Hey guys, Corey Smith here, your virtual wellness coach, and I have a fun little message exercise for you today. So, a friend of mine asked a question that I wanted to share with you. The question was, have you ever shared a dream, whether it be lose weight, run a marathon, maybe it's a big travel dream, whatever it is, but have you ever shared a dream with someone who discouraged you? Maybe they squashed your dream, they made fun of you, whatever it is. But then that dream became dormant. And this is something that I want you to think about, and I'm going to share something with you. So, one of my dreams, and I think this is something that I've had since I was a little kid, but certainly something that has been coming to the forefront these days. But one of my dreams, my desire, is to empower others through health and wellness to be the best versions of themselves. So, some of you may know this, but several years ago, my kids were diagnosed with food sensitivities. Dairy, gluten, soy, and egg were at the top of their list, right? And they are, at the time, they were in elementary school going into middle school. So you can imagine when we explained to them, my husband and I explained to them what this meant in a time of ice cream socials and pizza parties and birthday cakes, they were floored. They were discouraged. They hated it. We did some emotional coaching there. But what happened is after that conversation, we came home and I started to get practical, right? Started looking through my kitchen, going through the pantry and the refrigerator, and realized that is everything we've been serving our kids. So when you find out that you've been, serving your kids something that they can't have, and that there's nothing really left over in the kitchen, I found myself in the corner of my kitchen crying, literally. What am I going to do with this? And after a little bit, I picked myself up and I realized this is my new life, right? This is my new reality, and that's where I realized as a mother, I need to not only encourage them mentally, but I need to help empower them physically. So I adopted the diet, and I learned a lot through those years. But so let me stop there and say this. So what does this mean to you? Okay, fine. So I had to adopt this diet. So what does that mean to you? Well, in adopting that over the years, one thing I can say for certain is that I've had to research a lot. I've had to test a lot. I've had successes. I've had more failures than successes. But I've had to do all of that continuously. And this matters because what I have learned over that time is that it's not just what you put in your body, but it's what you're feeding your mind that makes you successful or fail at these type of events. So um, listening to, and I have some notes here that I want to share with you, but listening to negative news, watching bad movies or bad TV shows, and define your bad there, right? Whatever it is, we all react differently to different things. But, watching the news a lot of times, watching these TV shows, being around friends and sometimes family that can poo-poo your ideas or can make you feel less of a person because of this. These are all horrible things. And another thing to consider is people who aren't challenging you to grow. Those are equally negative. But those things are going to negatively impact your mind and impact your mood, and they're not going to help you to achieve what your goal is. So my friend who asked the question, have you ever had a dream and someone squashed it? She also challenged me to connect with my inner self, identify my dreams, make goals, and take action. And that's what I want to challenge you with today, too. So I have 6 steps that can help you because this is not an overnight event, right? We're talking about dreams. This is going to take time. So 6 things. First of all, start, right? It's easy. Number 1, start. And start now. Don't wait. Why not? Okay? Start now. Number 1. Number 2, identify the dream. Makes sense. Take some time on this, right? Take maybe a couple minutes right now. I think of a couple of dreams, jot them down. Go for a walk, come back to them, add to it, subtract from it, whatever it is. Give yourself some time to figure these out. But identify a dream or dreams. And then set goals. That's number 3. Set set goals to achieve that ultimate dream. Don't just set that, whatever it is. If you want to lose 30 pounds, don't just say the goal is to lose 30 pounds. Set a goal of losing 5 pounds in a month, or 10 pounds in 6 weeks. Set those type of middle goals, right? Or milestone goals. Number 4, acknowledge that mistakes are going to happen, right? Life is life. We can't plan it perfectly. There's too many things that are going to happen. But don't let that be an excuse for allowing something to happen. You need to be strong and steadfast in your goals. So if mistakes happen, fine, but don't make an excuse to allow it to happen. Number 5, reward yourself when you get to those goals. Now, if weight loss is your goal, don't reward yourself with a big slice of cake and extra ice cream. Reward yourself with, I don't know, a new pair of earrings, or a new pair of shoes, or I don't know, maybe a little indulgence, but figure out a reward that's not going to set you back from your goals, right? Number 6, and the final thing, surround yourself with motivating thoughts, with motivating people, encouraging things, right? So some of my favorites, I listen to podcasts like crazy, love them. I research, I love reading blogs. I love reading books. So if you're looking for encouraging things, here are a couple of suggestions. Besides that, some actual pinpoint ones. So number 1, check out my blog, thecoreystory.com. There's tons of stuff in here, not just recipes, but wellness information. And I have 2 of my favorite books. This one, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, not only explains the why, but gives you actionable steps to take. And then one that Brendon Burchard, or actually I should say, this is from Stephen Covey. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is from Stephen Covey. Brendon Burchard is another one of my favorite authors, and he just came out with this High Performance Habits. And I am about halfway through this book, and I got to tell you, this is another awesome one. Gives you the whys and actionable steps. And yeah, so those are some 3 quick suggestions right there. Keep it interesting, right? Don't get stagnant. Keep things interesting and keep them personal. What is it that speaks to you? Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's it. Now, listen, y'all, I hope you found value in this. Share this with folks who could benefit from it. Drop me a comment in here as well. Any other suggestions, books, blogs, podcasts, any other ways that you can remain motivated to set goals and achieve your dreams, right? And y'all have a great one. Thanks.